some glasses.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Here we go. We are live. What's up? What's up? See, Axl Cones with you one more time. Again this week. Robert Tier will join us here in a minute. My back is bro. I don't know how I'm walking around. I am in so much pain. But they put me on a steroid, even a steroid and a painkiller, and I feel like I'm shitting my spine out every time I turn around. It's so brutal.
Are we gonna work on the flagstone tomorrow?
I may have to bring in the Mexicans or something, because I don't know if I can do this. I got to bring in the day laborers.
Go to Home Depot.
Go to Home Depot, yeah. All right, let's get to it. We got a lot to cover. We had another interesting week this week, so we need to get this going right away. I went through the archives. I found a couple items that I found weak this week. Our first stop we're going to go is West Monroe, Louisiana. Ashley Beth Rolland, 23, was arrested for stealing $5,000 from a man at her local apartment complex. Son of a bitch. After being caught by authorities, Ashley confessed to the crime and was taken to the police station for booking. During a routine body search, a female correctional officer found a clear plastic bag containing $6,233 in cash, along with roughly 1 gram of meth inside Ashley's vagina. She denied the cash and meth was hers. Of course she did. Oh yes, the Pam Anderson defense of, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going in and out of the bus station locker room known as your snatch. Headline, Portland, Oregon. Teenager Jerome Carpenter was found dead in his bedroom. What happened, you asked? Was it a COVID related? Was a crime committed? Did Trump's federal agents whack him off? Well, there was some whacking off. You see, Jerome masturbated 56 times in a row trying to break the Guinness Book of World Record. It was speculated that Jerome suffered from depression due to being extremely lonely. You think? All I have to say is, where was Guinness when I was a teenager, when my beach towel snapped in half and walked out of the room by itself?
Crickets, crickets, crickets.
Or was that last week? I can't remember. Headline, Chicago, Illinois. Rapper Da Brat came out as a lesbian after 25 years of being in the closet. What's the matter, duh? Career hit a brick wall? Usually when someone wants this much needless attention, there's underlying alternative. Is it a coincidence that Duh filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, revealing that she's $7 million in debt? No, that couldn't have anything to do with anything. Lucky for you, Duh. You could come out as a lesbian donkey show semen swallower and still nobody will care about you or your lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, you have my word that I will never resort to spewing nonsense about taking tea bags on my chin because I'm not getting enough eyeballs focused on me. In fact, I was out running errands a couple of weeks ago.
That's a good one.
I was out running errands a couple of weeks ago when I was approached by a 20-something female. As I was judging this little hot book by her cover, I was expecting to hear how unfunny I was and how someone should step up and remove me from the internet with about 20 likes and whatevs mixed in. Instead, she wanted to take a picture with me and asked me a very profound question. She asked, quote, "Do you think you'll ever run out of material?" Without hesitation, I reassured the young fan that in this sick and self-absorbed world we live in, you have my word, I will never run out of material. As irony would have it, I was having trouble putting together a concept for tonight's show. After my paper contained more red X's than Chris Brown, lo and behold, life threw the wife and I at a place called Coyote Ugly in downtown Denver. Now I realize we live in a UFC, Walmart, NASCAR, neck and face tattoo, MAGA hell, where it's become acceptable to wear pajama bottoms to a fancy steak restaurant, but Coyote Ugly brought white trash to an entirely new level. I should have known what to expect when there was no cover charge to get in. FYFI, if you're downtown where they charge for everything and you go somewhere that doesn't charge a cover, that's where broke, socially inept toads, women with hooks for hands, and dorks who are living out of their car hang out. My wife summed it up after we walked in the door. She said, quote, "Holy shit, this is a trough for desperate people." She's turning more and more into me every day. I'm so proud.
Tell us why we even went there.
We were supposed to meet Bert Kreischer, the comedian. He said he was going to have a meet and greet over there, and he was at the Paramount. He said, "Come on over and we'll meet everybody there." And we couldn't hang out. Even for him, we couldn't hang out. It was a train wreck over there. Just as she said that, some scantily clad chubber walked by us trying to hawk Coyote Ugly t-shirts and merch. We weren't in the door 60 seconds and this establishment had their hand out. As she passed us, some other hoochie rape screamed into a microphone at the top of her lungs, quote, "I want to hear some fucking noise. When I say fuck, you say yeah. Fuck."
Yeah.
When very few people played along, she then started insulting the crowd for not having any fun. Hey, dunce, nobody's here to see you, okay? Inbred necks are here to get laid. So do one of two things. Shut your meat hole yap and open your roast beef curtains and blend in with your Elmer's Clue brethren. She screamed every 3 minutes until we had enough and had to leave this dump. The only bright spot? Oh, Jesus.
On my foot.
Oh my God. The only bright spot was watching the morbidly obese chick trying to climb up so she could dance on the bar. You know, just like in the movie. It took a group effort of everyone using both hands like they were trying to get a circus elephant to crowd surf at a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. And of course, she was in the tight mini skirt, and with every heave-ho, her black thong and cottage cheese thighs reminded me that I need to throw out the curdled milk that's in the refrigerator. Now, I know I've been out of the singles game for quite some time, but this shithole literally made my skin crawl. And bear in mind, this is coming from someone who worked at one time as a spooge mopper at a porn arcade. Tonight, I'm going to see where else I could get 86'd as I talk about places that make my skin crawl. Forgive me, but I have to throw my 2 cents in here. My first place is Necessary Evil, as I use them for my weekly online business. I use the United States Postal Service to import all of my human sex traffic workers in unmarked vegetable crates. Nobody asks any questions, and my imported colleagues are provided with a bucket, a magazine, not for reading, and a loaf of bread for the journey.
Not true.
Before I get too deep, one USPS annoyance. I tune out when I'm asked with every package I mail out, is there anything liquid, fragile, or potentially hazardous? Well, I'm mailing out a DVD copy of the female Ghostbusters remake, so if anybody commits suicide after watching it, is that considered potentially hazardous? I don't know what it is about the post office where as soon as people walk through the door, their brains power down faster than an out-of-date phone. The most common scenario I witness, as 1 of 6 windows are usually open, people taking 10 minutes trying to decide on what book of stamps they want to purchase. I bite my tongue harder than a teenager kissing for the first time from asking the common sense question. These are going to be placed on envelopes and mailed out, never to be seen or thought of again, right? Well, let me help you decide. Pick the American flag, pay for them, and then get the fuck out of line, asshole! Your water companies are going to return your payment and shut you off because you went with the flag stamp and not the newly issued Columbine flower, okay? Something else that I witness on a regular basis, people who feel the need to tape every box crease, every flap, every opening humanly possible. Then they top it off by taping over and over every square inch like they're dressing a rattlesnake bite. Geez, calm down, Mary Masking. Nobody cares about the crocheted mittens and slippers as well as your updated kids' pictures that you're sending to Gam Gam in Salt Lake. If somebody ever sends me a box that's harder to get into than a Skull and Bones Society, I'm slapping a return to sender label on it, and whoever sent it could break out the jaws of life to infiltrate their contraption. Every time I visit the post office, I can see why many postal employees are one customer away from shooting up the joint. If I was employed there and I ever heard moronic mouth breathers asking questions like, why do you need the receiver's address? Or, can I buy stamps here? Or, can I ship this refrigerator box to the Ukraine for under 20 bucks? I'd be forever known as David Berkowitz Jr., and I wouldn't need a chihuahua to talk shit to me. My second gut-wrenching place that I use for my online business, thrift stores. Here's a chuckle. Look up the meaning of irony in the old Webster's and you'll read my experience when I got kicked out of a thrift store for not wearing a mask during the coronavirus pandemic. Yeah, that's rich. They have gimps with layers of human shit under their fingernails propped up at the front door to feed on shopper sympathies, but I'm looked down on as the health concern. Yeah, okay. To show you I'm not a complete monster to my workers of the night, I use thrift stores to keep their hands and holes warm and to keep them fed. I always love entering thrift stores and being greeted with the scent of piss. Yeah, they really should keep those employees away from the customers. And can I make a request? Can we please do something about the toddler who is wailing like a fucking siren for 20 solid minutes? Hey, Guadalupe, put down the half-price blouse and tend to your little rug rat, all right? I know you can't hear anything, but the rest of us can, and we're ready to throw a little Jesus into oncoming traffic. You okay? My latest visit to a local ARC thrift store, I noticed the prices were particularly peculiar. So I asked Brittany, the roaming around the store clock rider with the various face piercings.
Her name wasn't Paxton?
It wasn't Paxton. And her obvious GED, how prices were being determined now. She rambled on in some pig Latin language that I caught a word here and there. I think my ghetto hoochie to English translator indicated that the prices were up to some guy from the back. Wait, you mean the same guy who, when he's off the clock, plays in his drool pool, wears his fuzzy earmuffs, and sleeps under the sink? Oh, I see. When he's on the clock, suddenly becomes an appraiser for the Antiques Roadshow, right? For this antique Chinese document box with a lid circa 19th century made from solid exotic hardwood, we're asking a mere $200. Giving a knob this much power can be a dangerous thing. Just ask W. And while I'm on the subject, can we please give cashiers a little wiggle room to make executive decisions on items without a price tag? I'd like to think they're not totally brain dead and can come up with $4.99 for the spice rack all by themselves without having to intercom the entire store in that annoying voice. Can I get a price tag to register too, please?
Amen.
I dry heave when I see thrift stores selling used ball caps, shoes, and underwear. You have to be out of your fucking mind to purchase these items. You might as well go roll a bum while you're at it. I wouldn't wear used shoes if they were given to me for free. I'm guessing after one day of wearing your thrift store shoes, your feet smell like a slaughterhouse septic tank. And two more thrift store quick hits before I move on. How is it determined what is display case worthy? The nude plastic doll with the Sharpie-drawn eyebrows and shit-stained leg from the pedophile performed his own rectal exam. Yeah, that's a lock away. But the pure silver flatware set from the Titanic gets thrown into a box of 99-cent random crap. The thing I hate most about thrift stores? When the cashiers ask you if you want to round up your change to help the physically disabled. When you say no...
I just did.
You just did?
I just helped them.
Oh, you did? Okay. When you say no, they give you the, oh, I see, stink eye. Wait a minute, you just got money from me on merchandise that you got for free, and suddenly I'm a prick because I don't want to chip off another 72 cents?
Exactly, I just did.
Go fuck yourself and the retard you rode in on, alright? My third and final place that makes my skin crawl? Strip clubs. Or for online purposes, my main recruitment center. I never understood the concept of strip clubs. Giving hard-earned money to a bunch of low self-esteem women with obvious daddy issues, knowing you won't get shit in return. Hey guys, there's a new invention. It's called the internet. Millions of racks and cats, and it's absolutely free. A group of us went to a strip club not too long ago. Let me preface, only because we had free passes. We all went. That's right, we all went there that night.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love naked women as much as the next guy, but I can't help myself noticing everything else that's going on around me. As gorgeous Cinnamon is on the main stage, my attention was on the homely Mark, single gentleman 2 tables over. I had a suspicion that the rope-a-dope scenario was about to go down. Sure enough, like clockwork, the chick who pulled the short Coke straw in the back room sauntered over and sat in Shrek's lap. After a couple of minutes of, "What are you doing over here all alone, cutie pie?" as she tried not to vomit while circling his chest hair with her fingers, part 2 of the script played out. The cocktail waitress walked over to the table. "Would you like to buy the young lady a drink?" He nodded his head as his eyes were locked on the only cleavage he's seen that close since he stopped breastfeeding. The stripper ordered a cranberry juice, I'm guessing to cure that nagging urinary tract infection. He ordered the same, I'm guessing to show, look how much we have in common. Do you like outdoor weddings? And what are we going to name our children? After a few minutes of Oscar award-winning acting while she was getting this loser's hopes up, the waitress returned to the table with the 2 cranberry juices. She said, quote, "That'll be $30. Oh! Hook, line, sucker! After a couple of sips, the stripper and waitress excused themselves from the table. I'm guessing to divvy up this jagoff's 2 Jacksons. The thing that weirds me out the most about strip clubs is the all-nude strip club. This has to be the bottom rung of the job market. For $1, you have to show a table of jerk-off strangers your G-spot. So if anyone out there is into urethras, for 3/4, 2 dimes, and a nickel, you get to have a gyno field day in an all-nude strip joint. The one and only time I was in one of these places, I met Mercedes, the pilled-out space cadet who spent more time staring at herself in the mirrors while swinging on the brass pole than her table of Johns. Patrons. As she uninterestingly went through the motions, it was time for her to Eskimo kiss her baby-powdered clam against my snout. And I didn't know for sure, but I thought I saw a 3-month-old fetus as it waved to me from the womb. Let me wrap this up by stating the obvious.
Hold your nose.
Oh, my nose.
Okay.
Got your nose.
The next time you frequent a strip club, I guarantee you will see the following patrons. 1. Sweatpants guy. 2. The fat Mexican guy wearing his favorite NFL team's gear from head to toe. 3. The creepy old registered guy who's not allowed near schools, Chuck E. Cheese, or the mall. 4. The barely speaking to each other husband and wife combo. 5. The black guy who thinks he's a famous rapper but in reality is a fry cook at Freddy's. 6. The group of weekend dorks who are convinced that a group of strippers will meet them back at the bang pad after their shift. And my personal favorite, the group of hairy Middle Eastern camel jockeys wearing their fake Indonesian clothes and gold-plated Pakistani junk jewelry while smoking cigars.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
In conclusion, we all have those places that make our skin crawl. And as soon as this Cootie Fest 2020 bans are lifted, we can return to our places of choice. As Cinderblock, my favorite sex worker in my stable, has prefaced to me many times, she hates having to lick a mailman's ass in the fitting room of a Goodwill. But to be fair, I do pay her in forever stamps and crab-ridden thrift store panties. Now get your ass over to Dandy Dan's before the day laborers arrive. And as for my viewing audience tonight, when I say fuck, you say yeah! That's my take, but then again, what the hell do I know? Let me go ahead and take a quick message, or quick break. I'm going to go rub some shit on my back, because I am in so much pain. Let me take a quick break. When I come back, Robert Mater will join us. We'll see you in a minute. We are back. Robert Mateer joins us one more time.
What is it called when you get blown by a Native American? Arrowhead. Arrowhead.
But
All right, we're going to take a break real quick and...
we're going to slap them around.
All right. Well, what do we... what
I
we got?
have a correction from last week.
We had a week... Oh, a correction?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I called Ivanka Trump a sperm baby, which isn't correct. I meant to say either trust fund baby or sperm lottery winner. I called her a sperm baby, which is weird because we're all sperm babies, but so that's just a correction from last week. Well, all six.
I don't even think anybody caught it.
Very ethical of you. Thank you.
Yeah. I was like, you fact-tracking yourself now. That's all right.
Apologize to all 6 of you. Did you hear that 13 nuns died from the same convent?
No.
Michigan. The 13 nuns died of COVID. All in the
Really?
same convent? Is that what you... Where's your God now?
Yeah. Oops.
That's odd.
What are you kissing or pinching?
13 nuns died of COVID, huh?
Less sexual people on the planet.
Yeah.
90 years old.
Yeah, they're probably all older than dirt.
Do you have Trump stuff?
Oh my God! Did you see that thing he did on Monday?
Yeah, he's doing the press
Jesus
conferences now
Christ,
because
that
he
interview.
can't do rallies anymore because no one's showing up.
That
Now he's got back to doing the press conference thing like every day. See, we were talking about last week about how Kanye West, Donald Trump, the Kardashians, these guys, Justin Bieber, they have to be out in front of everybody every single week, at least once a week. And he's a poster child of that shit.
Oh yeah.
I can't do my rallies, but I'm going back to doing the press conferences again because I have to be in front of you guys constantly.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Well, yeah. Well, he was asked about that. He made a big stink about it. I'm going to do my press briefings again because. Are you ready for it? Wait for it, because he said, "quote."
The coronavirus briefings, do I understand you correctly? Well, we had very successful briefings. I was doing them, and we had a lot of people watching, record numbers watching. In the history of cable television, there's never been anything like it.
When he does his press conference.
Oh, I can't. It blows me away.
People are dropping all around him. All he cares about is his ratings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, Joe Biden, if you don't hand this guy his ass, you need to go take your life.
Yeah.
You
got this election just sewn up.
Oh.
And I was the reason I was. Did you see that interview he did with Chris Wallace?
Yeah, the placemat. That's one of my notes here. The placemat.
Oh.
The child's placemat test.
Yeah.
That he was bragging about.
I showed it last week. This is the test he took.
He did 2 interviews 2 days in a row, and he just absolutely cannot stop talking about how perfect he did the test.
Yeah. He's gushing all over himself.
Holy crap.
Yeah. This is which one goes roar. This is the test he took. This is it. This is the test.
Yeah, but when you're in a moron and you get 7 of those questions
Good
right,
Lord.
of course you have a bunch of sycophants that are like, "You amazing job, sir."
Oh.
Yeah,
you'll never have enough ass kissers.
that was funny. You can tell that.
Oh, that interview! I'm gonna go on record. I'm gonna say this. That was the worst presidential one-on-one interview in political history.
Which one? The one on Sunday?
The one on Monday when he did with Chris Wallace from
Monday
Fox
or
News.
Sunday? No, Sunday.
It was on the.
Some other boob interviewed him on Monday.
It was on the 19th, which would have been 5 days ago. Today's what, Friday?
24th.
So it's 5 days ago.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing. I mean, he was asked. I mean, you got to figure Fox News. Okay, they're not gonna love you total softballs. But when asked about the coronavirus spikes, he said, "quote."
You take a look. Why don't they talk about Mexico, which is not helping us? And all I can say is, thank God I built most of the wall, because if I didn't have the wall up, we would have a much bigger problem with Mexico.
But sir, we have the.
Well, he's got
What?
to throw Trump into his base. So the wall, you got to throw a God reference in there once in a while for the evangelicals. You have to throw a gun reference in there. You have to throw Hillary lock Hillary up reference once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a set list that he repeats, regurgitates constantly because he knows that's what the
fan base wants.
Yeah, vote for him. They want to hear that shit.
When he was asked about the violence in the cities, he said, "quote."
I explain it very simply by saying they're Democrat-run cities, they're liberally run, they're stupidly run. We have forced them in Seattle to end the CHOP because, you know, we were going in that following day. You probably have heard it. We were getting ready to go in. We were all set. And when they heard that we were going, they set their police force.
Liberal Democrats have been running cities in this country for decades.
Poorly.
Why is it so bad right now?
They've run them poorly. It was always bad, but now it's gotten totally out of control. And it's really because they want to defund the police. And Biden wants to defund the police.
Sir, he does not.
Look, he signed a charter with Bernie Sanders. I will get that one, just like I was right on the mortality rate. Did you read the charter that he agreed to?
It says nothing about defunding the police.
Oh, really? It says abolish. It says defund. Let's go.
All right.
Get me the charter, please.
All right.
Okay, so here, I got a stat for you, all you people out there. All you people that are saying that all these Democratic states are poorly run, you know what the #1 city is for violence in this country?
Well, Chicago, Illinois.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, really? Worse than Chicago?
St. Louis, Missouri is #1 on the list.
Holy
Who's in
crap.
charge of St. Louis? The conservatives. So I don't want to hear any of this, you
St.
know.
Louis
these
is worse than Chicago?
Chicago per capita
Jesus.
is worse than Chicago, Illinois, Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, New York City.
Holy crap.
St. Louis is #1 on the list as far as
Wow.
crime goes. And it's run by a Republican governor. So I don't want to hear any of this nonsense. Violence happens in any city, in any city in the country. I don't care if it's run by Democrat or Republican. There's violence everywhere.
Sure.
So enough of this nonsense that it's all Democratic, that it's going to be anarchy. You're stupid people. Do some research, for Christ's sake.
He's trying to get reelected, so
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me he would throw that out there.
Yeah. When he was asked about the polls, did you see the poll? When he was asked about the polls?
Oh, they're fake?
Quote,
First of all, I'm not losing because those are fake polls. They were fake in 2016, and now they're even more fake. The polls were much worse in 2016. They interviewed 22% Republican. Well, how do you do 22% Republican? You see what's going on. I have other polls that put me leading, and we have polls where I'm leading. I have a poll where we're leading in every swing state, and I don't believe that first of all, the Fox polls, whoever does your Fox polls, they're among the worst. They got it all wrong in 2016. They've been wrong on every poll I've ever seen.
I must tell you.
No, I'm just telling you. And let me ask you this. So on the economy, so I've always led on the economy by a lot.
I know, which is why I was
Biden
surprised by
can't
this
put
number.
two sentences together. They wheel him out. He goes up. He repeats. They ask him questions. He reads a teleprompter, and then he goes back into his basement. You tell me the American people want to have that in an age where we're in trouble with other nations that are looking to do numbers on us.
So let me.
He said his polls that his guys give him, he's up.
those are the ones he likes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he has sycophants
God
that give him
almighty.
give him the wrong information because they know that if he's given information he doesn't want to hear,
Yeah.
he throws a tantrum.
Yeah.
So they're constantly just having to pacify him.
Yeah.
And the guy's really an 8-year-old.
He is.
You know?
Yeah, and I think you're giving him credit.
Well, he just had a birthday, so.
Yeah. Okay. He's just turned 8. He was asked if Biden wins, if Biden becomes
Will you
president.
accept it? He said, no.
He
we'll
said,
see.
quote,
Joe Biden got in. First of all, he won't call the shots. The people, the radical left people that surround him will call. Religion will be gone. Okay? Life, you could forget about that. The whole question of life.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, Joe Biden is taking away your religion. Now, how the fuck is he gonna do that?
Oh my God.
But it's gaslighting. It's
Yeah.
so it's a dog whistle because Obama was supposed to take your guns away for 8 straight years
And didn't do it.
He never did.
No,
so,
of course not.
You know.
Yeah, and I love the, will he accept the results?
In general, not talking about November, are you a good loser?
I'm not a good loser. I don't like to lose. I don't lose too often. I don't like to lose.
But are you gracious?
You don't know until you see. It depends. I think mail-in voting is going to rig the election. I really do.
Are you suggesting that you might not accept the results of the election?
I have to see. Look, Hillary Clinton asked me the same thing.
No, I asked you the same
No,
thing in the
but-
debate.
There is a tradition in this country, in fact, one of the prides of this country is the peaceful transition of power, and that no matter how hard fought a campaign is, that at the end of the campaign, that the loser concedes to the winner. Not saying that you're necessarily going to be the loser or the winner, but that the loser concedes to the winner and that the country comes together in part for the good of the country. Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit
What
to
I'm
that
saying
principle?
is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Well,
okay?
Chris.
And you know what? She's the one that never accepted it.
I agree.
She never accepted her loss, and
But
she looks like
can
a
you
fool.
Can you give a direct answer? You will accept the
I
election?
have to see. Look, I have to see. No, I'm not going to just say yes. I'm not going to say no, and I didn't last time either.
Yeah, he said, I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, we'll see.
Which is a
I
no.
don't know. Which is a no.
Bill Maher's going to be right.
Bill Maher is going to be
literally
100% correct.
They're literally going to send them in and have them physically pick him up and take him out the
Yep.
front door.
And you know
throw
what?
his ass on
and
the
you know what's going
helicopter.
and you know what's going to happen? It's going to be the military that's going to have to do it.
Yeah.
And there's also a petition going around. I don't know if you follow. I follow a lot of off the grid. I don't watch Fox News, CNN, any of this shit.
I don't watch him either.
There's a company online. I'm going to give you a free plug because I really like them. Called the Young Turks.
Yeah, I watch them.
Do you watch them?
Yeah,
Jank and Anna and those guys.
I pay him $10 a month.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, I love him.
And they're doing a petition right now saying that if the military, when Trump loses, and I'm saying when, because I've been saying this for a while now, when Trump loses and he refuses to go, which what Bill Maher said, he's going to refuse to leave the White House, and the military doesn't do it, the citizens have the right to go in and physically remove him from office.
Jeez, that could be ugly.
How about that?
There's gonna be some lead spread there.
Oh, is that going to be
Lead's gonna be
fantastic?
That's like to be hard bet.
Oh, wouldn't that just be great? Having a, oh.
Have your hand on his belt, back of his belt.
Throw him right out the door like in the old West.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
I want to see the kitchen
We'll come
and
to
all
that.
of their implements.
But yeah, that shit. If you haven't watched it, it's about 40 minutes long.
Ugh.
That interview with Chris Wallace was one of the biggest abortions I've ever seen.
And then he tells Chris Wallace, "You can't pass the test." He's like, "I've already taken it, and it's really simple."
It's simple.
Yeah, I'm guessing probably 10-year-olds can probably score 80% on it at least.
Well, like I said, it's right here. I mean, there is not anything on here.
And he's like, "It's 35 questions long." Well, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I got it right here. This is it. This is the test you took. This is it.
What about that Maxwell girl still alive?
She's still alive.
So whoever had 2 weeks is out of the pool. But
Well, how about Trump saying he...
I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well.
they said that's code word for like don't squeal.
That's exactly
better
right.
Not squeal.
That's exactly
you better
right.
Not squeal.
He's protecting his own.
Yeah, so that's his code word for saying you better not squeal. Then I'll get you out or something. I'll pardon you.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, so-
I agree with that 100%. He's protecting his own.
Yeah.
You play by the rules. You don't say that I fucked a 13-year-old and
Or 12.
I'll kick you out
Yeah.
the door as soon
Yeah.
as this blows over.
Or a school bus full of 13-year-olds.
That's exactly right. I agree 100%.
I think she's still gonna be room temperature here in about 2 weeks.
I agree. Somebody will get her.
Yeah.
Yep,
Dirty
I
press
agree.
conferences. Talked about that. What else you got?
Did you see this stat? I forget who posted it. Between June 1st and July 20th, Trump had 700 lies.
Oh yeah, there's actual people out there. That's like a full-time job for
They
them.
count these.
Yeah, he's like over 10,000 lies in this time in the 4 years or something like
In
that.
3.5 years, he's
Yeah,
at
he
10,000 lies. 700 in 40 days. 45 days.
But you notice, like, the press conference
my
was
God.
it yesterday? He totally did a 180 on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing masks.
Yep.
They canceled their conference in Florida, Jacksonville.
Yep.
He's done a 180 on everything now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because his guys have pulled him aside and said, dude, you are going to lose, like, every single state.
Yeah.
So, you got to stick to the script.
Yeah. Don't you even...
Yeah, don't call Fauci an idiot. Don't...
Yep.
You know, so yeah, I mean, boy, I didn't recognize the guy.
Yeah.
So how stupid do you think we are?
Yeah. You've already shit the bed.
Yeah, you done a 180 on everything. Suddenly, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't blow smoke up my ass now, pal.
Yeah, you can tell someone. Maybe his wife pulled him aside and said, or his retarded.
No,
wife pulled
it's
him
his
aside
it's
and
his
said-
it's his lemmings.
Yeah.
They know he's getting his ass handed to him. If the election happened today, he would.
Clearly,
Well,
probably wouldn't win a state.
He's
Yeah.
losing all 7 swing states.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Biden
he-
hasn't
yeah.
done shit. He's been stuck in his basement for the last 2 months. He doesn't have to do anything.
Smelling hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
sniffing
mean-
shampoo in the basement, and
I'm
he's
not
still
kidding.
winning this
Biden,
thing.
Biden literally could probably win 48 states. You know, are they allowed to vote in Puerto Rico? I forget. But
In Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this would be bad. That's why he's going to do this. But you know what? He's going to pee on himself again. He can't stick to the script between now and November. There's no goddamn way.
I don't know. Of course, he pees on himself every day.
Yeah.
It's just how bad does he pee on
Yeah.
himself? Can you salvage the underwear?
What's the degree
and
of
the slacks? Or
yeah, no.
So
He'll do something stupid again.
of course
He's playing it
He's
calm
probably doing
now.
it right now as we speak. He's probably tweeting
Yeah.
something stupid right now as we speak.
He's probably doing something from the Rose Garden right now
Yeah.
that he's just throwing up all over himself.
Oh,
But yeah, Biden, all
Trump,
you got to
yeah.
I don't, like I said, I don't care who wins. If Trump wins, great. I got 4 more years of material. If not, I get Biden for 2 years before he's committed.
all you Trump supporters better jump off the wagon
You
now.
bet. But you know what?
better
They won't.
jump off the ship.
Did you see I posted again last week? I posted for the Republicans. If Trump loses, what's going to happen? So I did the same thing this week on Facebook, and I said I said the exact same wording, except I put in how will Biden fans react if he should lose in November? And let me see the responses I got. Let me see here. I got one response. Somebody named Stephanie Casey, and she said, "That's what this election to you is? Material?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dumbass, it is.
Absolutely.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen with these two bozos in office? For Christ's sake, of course this is material. Every comedian on the fucking planet, this is material.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
They
Get the
talk-
hell out of here.
They talk about in every podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, politicians use shootings and shit as political football. So
Well,
why,
sure.
why can't you use it as a political
That's
football
exactly
on
right.
Facebook?
That's exactly
Is it-
right.
Is it beneath Stephanie for you to talk about Joe Biden?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Is he your uncle? I mean, what do you care?
Did he sniff your hair in the
Yeah.
back alley of
Well, you think-
Maggiano's or something?
Well,
What do you care?
While you fingered your butthole? I mean, I'm not judging. Whatever. Gets you off there, Steph.
But yeah, look at this. Look. Yeah, look. Nothing.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing. Crickets
Correct.
from the left.
Yeah.
Crickets. Unbelievable.
What's
That
so
sounds-
funny is all the rights are all over.
Well, all the rights they're batshit crazy, and the
Well, I
left
gave-
they're just stupid. I don't understand it.
I gave Trump loyalists. I gave them credit 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said, "Man,
Yeah.
you guys stick to your
They're
boy."
loyal.
Yeah, where Biden fans or Democrats just don't care, or
Yeah.
they're numb to it. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know, or they're afraid to back Biden. I don't know. Even they know he's a bad choice.
Yeah, he's
Like-
not.
like
he's not.
Hillary was?
He's not the choice that I would have.
Oh shit! There's probably 10 people I would pick before him. You know, Oprah,
Oh.
Michelle Obama,
Oprah.
Andrew
Michelle.
Yang,
If you
Oprah,
read
Bernie
Michelle's
Bernie
book,
Bernie
she will
Sanders,
never do that.
Barry Sanders,
Barry
Barry Sanders, and Bernie
Barry Sanders, the running back from the
Yeah.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah. I'd rather see Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Let's do a comedian.
Yeah,
I would vote for Bill Maher right now.
sure, but he's an atheist. They're not,
No, he'll
he's not
never.
gonna
Yeah.
win.
I would vote for Bill Maher right now. I would vote. There's another guy on Facebook that I watch. His name is Brian Tyler Cohen. I'd vote for you right now too. Too bad you're about 18 years old, but I would vote for some of these guys who actually have a head on their shoulders.
I'd vote for the lady that cleans the shitters at my work, actually, or Joe Biden, but not my choice. So maybe I can write her in.
Yeah, we can write in Dennis
I
Miller.
was telling Jason last week we should the ballot should be all write-ins. I know it'd be impossible to calculate.
Oh, you couldn't
to
do
count
it. Yeah,
those.
you
It'd take a
couldn't.
year, but
Yeah,
how cool would that be? You know,
I'd
if-
love
Gene
that.
Simmons and shit for president.
yeah. I mean, Bugs Bunny wins or something.
Saxophones.
What else you got?
But you got anything else?
No, my next is the whole cringe.
The
thing.
cringe. All right. How about PETA? They got loose this week.
What do they do?
They want us to stop calling animals pets because it's dehumanizing to
Did
them.
you not hear this?
No.
Oh my god.
We're not allowed to call our
What are we supposed
pets
to call them?
pets anymore.
What are we supposed to call them?
I called my dog my pet, and he licked my face. I think he's okay with it. PETA, go away.
Yeah. They think that it's.
Yeah.
Those same people that say
It's
you should
demeaning.
You should take your
It's
pets to shrink. Yeah.
So they think the dogs, if you do that, it's demeaning.
Pets. Why is pets a bad thing? What are you supposed to call them?
their first name, I guess. And you're supposed to get them credit cards or something. I don't know what.
When I get mad at my dog, I yell Herbert. I don't yell fucking pet. You know, quit barking, pet.
But yeah, it's demeaning to pets now. Ooh, it's demeaning to animals now.
Jesus Christ, Peter. Yeah.
I said. Are we reaching rock bottom?
The PC. I love watching this country just PC.
It's imploding.
The PC implode on themselves. I mean, it's just.
I am so.
Doug Showalter posted. Was it Doug that posted a funny thing about midgets?
Oh, the midgets! I saw
that. The Giants, and the San Francisco Giants, the New York Giants. Or the midgets going to come out and like.
That was very well done.
Yeah, and that is so true.
Very well done.
Why not?
Yeah, might as well.
You got to change the Giants.
Pet, would you like a treat? Pet.
Yeah.
Well, we now have the Washington football. What was it? The Washington football team?
Have they changed their name yet?
To the Washington football team.
Come on.
I swear to you. Yes, it's the Washington football team.
They do better than that.
They changed their logo. I don't know what it is
yet. Is
yet.
that sarcastic? Is that what they're doing?
I don't know what he's doing. But wasn't I the one on here about 3 weeks ago? I said, Dan Snyder, I praise you for not caving. He did it for money. He did it because FedEx said they weren't going to sponsor the field anymore and that Nike wasn't going to issue any more uniforms. And they weren't going to sell any more jerseys. He did it for money.
Well, have someone else make your
Jesus
jerseys.
Christ.
Have someone else put the name
Snyder.
on it, you know?
I praised you, you shithead.
Yeah.
And you go and you sell yourself out for a few bucks. Jesus Christ, we're in trouble.
How do you bow down to a company that has 4-year-olds making your jerseys?
Yeah.
Why don't you come out and say that?
Oh my God! And FedEx, who uses homeless people during the peak season to get them through the peak season.
How can you
Snyder?
Why don't you not come out and say, I'm not going to cave to a company that hires fucking 4-year-olds in those shoes and make our uniforms, and our shirts and our hats and our shoes.
That's right.
Holy fuck, man!
Come on, Snyder.
I don't care one way or the other, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan.
As long as
so.
the team is out there losing, which they're going to be anyway.
Enjoy your 4-win season this year.
Yeah, of course.
Last night, did you see speaking of sports, the Washington Nationals kicked off their baseball season last year?
Without fans in the stands.
Without fans in the stands, but they let Fauci throw out the first pitch, not Trump.
Huh? Okay.
How do you think that's going to sit in his craw?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, how stupid is that going to be? Playing with no fans.
Well, now they're digitizing fans in the seats now. Did you see that?
Can't you let fans in and just have them all six feet apart from each other?
Make some money, for God's sake.
Yeah, unless you're a family that you can all sit together.
Yeah.
But sell the seats that are 6 feet apart from each other. How hard is that to do?
Yeah. And it was ironic that they showed a picture of Fauci. He was with like his wife and daughter.
No mask on.
No masks and no 6 feet apart. Yeah. But they're family. Who gives a shit? I don't know.
Oh.
It was 2 women. He was with 2 women.
That one chick's pretty hot.
Joe Rogan does the MFC fighting.
UFC?
UFC?
Yeah, and then they've done one where there's no fans, and they talk about on different podcasts where who wins is they're waiting for the reason they fight or they get more aggressive is because of the crowd.
Of the crowd, yeah.
And that's not there anymore.
No crowd.
And it's screwing everything up.
Yeah.
No crowd at a sporting event.
It doesn't make any sense. It'd be like a band performing in front of nobody. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the comedians say that is they don't want to do anything virtual because they don't have the timing.
Right. Well, when I was on TV for off and on for 20 years, I loved having a crowd. I love having that interaction because I feed off that. It's just in the entertainment.
No fans at a sporting event is like rape with consent.
Wait.
What the? Who the fuck wants that?
Actually, that can be fun.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Rape with consent?
Rape, consensual.
Yeah, there's no such thing. It's a conundrum.
No, it can happen.
So I mean, it's just gonna be weird watching. I don't watch baseball anymore anyway because I can't stand all the advertisement. But it's gonna be weird watching like NFL football with no fans.
Now they're gonna have to really pump out the advertisements because there's nobody there to buy the hot dogs and pay for parking and the.
Yeah,
they're really gonna have to pump the advertisers now.
Looks like NFL is going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Like the rookies reported last week, but it's like with no fans in the stands, how terrible. There's gonna be no home field advantage.
It's gonna be the XFL.
It's gonna be pretty much. I mean, baseball's no big deal. Like the Miami Marlins.
Well, I was like the Marlins, they get 4,000 people a day anyway. They're used to it.
They only get 600 people a game anyway, so they're not gonna care. But I mean, the actual teams actually can put some asses in the seats. I mean,
yeah, Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers,
Rockies, draw a good crowd. So yeah, man, it's
ridiculous.
Is it even worth it at that point?
No.
I mean,
but you can bet on them now. You can bet on sports now.
Great.
So it's good for the gamblers.
All right. Well, what else you got?
How about our wonderful governor cutting off alcohol sales at 10 o'clock at night now?
Another one. He's another Donald Trump.
Jesus Christ,
can't
dude.
get in front of the TVs fast enough, boy. This fucking...
Because at 10:01, COVID takes the time off. Get out of here, you jerk off.
This poo harvester.
God, I tell you, I am so sick. And, I've been at work. I have to work. I get up at 4 o'clock every morning, and I dread getting up. Just because I got to go deal with people. I'm so tired of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of politicians. I'm sick of the PC nonsense.
Wearing masks.
I got to wear masks 10 hours a day.
I had a job interview yesterday.
God, I'm
and
sick of it.
I had to do it online. I had to do the Microsoft Facebook thing with the guy or something. So I want to see the facility. I just don't want to take a new job and not actually see what the place is like.
Yeah.
I guarantee they're not going to let me in look at the place. So I got to basically blindly accept this job if I want it. So
yeah.
So everybody can work shoulder and shoulder, elbow and elbow, but yet I can't walk through the place for 5 minutes. I mean, oh man.
Backpedaling to the NFL, did you know that they're going to play the Black National Anthem before home games now?
What's the Black National?
I have no idea. I just heard the Black National Anthem is
like
going to be
Snoop
played.
Dogg song or what? I mean, what's?
Can we Google that?
I don't know what it is.
You should cut that in.
Should I put it in right here as soon as I find out what the hell it is? Are you going to Google it? She's going to Google it. We're going to find out what the hell this is.
Cut it in later.
All right, I'll see if I can cut it in.
That's too long.
It's the Black National Anthem. I don't even know what that is. So that means, okay, so you're going to have the Black National Anthem.
It's a Little Wayne song. It's an R. Kelly song. That's what it is. It's the...
So then we're going to have... So then what? The Canadian National Anthem?
Well, yeah.
For those from Canada?
No.
Then it's going to be...
Mexico.
Then the Mexico...
You might have a couple dozen Canadians in the crowd. You don't want to offend them.
The Asian people.
Yeah, well, then the Asian National Anthem.
We have our Asian representative.
You better, when I go out to go watch a sporting event, you better be serving dog, because I like Korean food. And there might be a couple dozen Canadians in the fucking crowd, so you might want to do the Canadian National Anthem. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, when does it end?
Where does it end?
God damn.
We're doing it. She's hitting the Google machine. What is the Black National Anthem? What does it say?
Lift every voices and sing.
Lift every voices and sing.
Lift every voice.
Lift every voice and sing. Who is... Who is the singer of the Black National Anthem?
Song by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson.
Are they still alive?
Cut that in later.
Jesus Christ.
So there you have it. I guess it's a real thing.
Yeah, so you have to get to the ballpark now like 3 hours early to get all the anthems out of the way.
To get screen checked, to get patted down, security, get through the
temperature taken,
all the national anthems.
And when you make it to your seat, like halfway through the first national anthem, you're gonna get the fucking stink eye from the ass clown sitting next to you. Yeah. Jesus Christ, guys! When are we screaming uncle on this shit?
I'm telling you,
Uncle.
are we hitting rock bottom?
I believe the Black Lives Matter. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
Jesus Christ,
Enough.
really?
Enough.
God damn it! Pretty soon everybody's gonna want their own shit before the fucking football game.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
we
what
are imploding on ourselves.
I told you.
PC imploding.
And I'm telling you, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say this every week until it happens.
Oh.
Wait till November. I'm telling you. I'm telling everybody. Everybody thinks I'm way out of line. You mark my words with this election. We're going to have a civil war on our hands. I'm telling you. With all this PC nonsense, everybody's going to get sick of it, and we're going to turn on each other.
Ugh,
I'm telling you.
like rabid
You're
dogs.
not the only one.
Yeah?
I hear that a lot.
You're hearing a lot now? Yeah?
Between going to war with China and a civil war.
Yeah?
One or the other.
We're going to
We're not
implode.
gonna go to war with China. They own us.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But
We're going to
If it's in
implode.
there, then we won't have to
now
go
Trump
with
blames China
but
for the
Trump
virus
gets
because
in
he
there,
has
we
to.
get destroyed.
Yeah.
You know, he can't take responsibility. For
No.
it. Oh, the other day on one of those interviews, he's like, "I take responsibility for everything."
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, he is
Sure
trying
you do.
so hard to get reelected, man.
Oh, yeah, it's too late.
Oh, yeah, you do.
You done shit the
Sent
bed
to
like
win.
Terry Schiavo. You're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You can't backtrack now, pal.
You Terry Schiavo'd yourself, sir. Sorry.
One final thing, and we'll take a quick break. Did you see Jeff Bezos? He made $13 billion in one day.
How the fuck you do that? What does he normally make in one day? Like 4?
But $13 billion in one day through Amazon.
Huh, I wonder why. Was it like a,
Through Amazon and his investments.
Was it like a
$13 billion
was there a
in one day.
Prime Day or something? Fuck,
Can you believe
Good
that?
for you, sir. I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely. I've got no problem with it.
Yeah.
$13 billion in one day.
His employees were making $13 an hour. They're walking around spreading COVID.
Eating ramen noodles because they can't afford any dinner. $13 billion in one day. How would you like to go to an ATM machine, put your card in, and have that 40 number pop out of there?
Yeah,
Can you imagine that? Oh my God.
Hey, good for you.
Hey,
guess.
I got no problem with
I
it.
buy Amazon shit all the time.
I do too.
I'm not gonna shit on the guy.
He started in a garage.
Yeah.
He was just going to sell books, right?
I don't know. What
He was going to sell
I don't
used
know what his
books online.
history
Was his
is.
business. Him and his wife,
I don't know what his history is.
Ex-wife.
ex-wife.
Oh.
But it was just going to be for...
What a
Of
payday.
course.
Huh?
What a-
Traded for a much hotter wife.
Oh yeah, of course.
Still, good for her. His ex-wife. Holy shit.
Oh, she's rolling.
She swallowed some sack snot,
$50
and now she's
She what?
got.
Got like over $50 million.
Yeah.
15, yeah.
She swallowed.
But he started...
50.
Yeah, but he started it in a garage. And he's now the richest man in the world.
Honey, could you use our garage?
I was going to say, what can I do in our garage to make us...
I masturbate in mine.
I painted the walls on ours. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll get to the topic.
Why does your garage smell funny? Because my kids are all over the walls. Sweetheart, get upstairs.
It's dripping off the
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
baby
Baby
batter
bird.
dripping from the ceiling.
Baby bird.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we'll talk about the topic of the night. We'll find out what makes his skin crawl. Be right back.
So yeah, it's on Spotify or
All right. Oh, you're off of.
What's that?
There we are back. We just heard while we were on our little break there. We heard the Black National Anthem. Wow.
Sounds So the national, just the national anthem in general,
Yeah.
isn't good enough for everybody.
Well, here, let me put it. Well, do you think that's Roger Goodell backpedaling with the whole Colin Kaepernick
Well,
thing?
sure, because obviously he didn't really support it.
Right.
So now
And now
backpedaling.
suddenly he has to backtrack, and
Sure.
I'm just gonna say this: we don't need any. Everybody is Americans. We get one national anthem. Period.
That's not gonna be the way it is.
I know it's not,
But let's get to the ballpark 6 hours early, folks, because we have the Black National Anthem, the regular National Anthem, we have America the Beautiful, we have, then of course we do
we'll have the Up With People do their version of God Bless America.
Canadian National Anthem for all you Canadians out there. And then we have,
Christ.
provided for you underneath your seats, we have a rug so we can all get on our knees and praise the Allah lovers and the Muhammad lovers, the Quran, for all of our, I mean... Yeah, so get to the ballpark 4 hours early, folks, because we have to do 16 national anthems,
Yeah.
and we have to recognize 14 different religions and
Yep.
And my
14
hot
different
dog.
minority groups. And
I want my hot dog.
Yeah.
Do I have
Yeah.
to do all that?
Yeah.
God, fucking Christ, man.
We're imploding. I'm telling you. We're imploding. It's not gonna get any better.
No. Oh, no. No.
Nope.
Because Goodell called it wrong, so now he
Yeah.
has to backtrack.
He has
and
to backpedal now.
Overstep, and he has to
Yep.
overreach,
Yep.
because he can't lose any, doesn't want to lose any spectators at all.
Right.
You know, so obviously there's not gonna be anyone in the crowd. So
And you know, I'm hearing a lot more of these Republican nutcakes saying they're not going to watch the NFL anymore.
fuck whatever.
Yeah, sure you won't. As soon as that ball's kicked off, you're going to be glued to the TV.
They're
Don't
gonna
give me that
watch.
horse shit.
Of course you're gonna watch it.
Of course they're going to watch. Don't give me that.
Yeah.
Your principles mean nothing. All right, places that make our skin crawl. You heard mine. Where are yours? What do you got?
Public pools and hot tubs. Public places where people... I have a phobia of, like, bathing with a bunch of strangers.
So you don't go to hot springs or anything like that?
Not really. I remember Lumpy and I went up last year to golf in Glenwood Springs. We drove past the hot springs, like the hotel right there, right when you drive into town. I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
yeah.
There was like 1,000 people in the tub. I about threw up in this car. I mean, I about just fucking just projectile hurled all over his windshield. I mean, it's like, oh, that just drives me fucking nuts.
Well,
Hot
Yes,
tubs,
honey?
swimming pools.
Yes. And when we had a condo and we had communal barbecue grills.
oh, that's right.
That Camino barbecue grills just drive me nuts.
Why?
Yeah, because homeless guys are out there like beating off all over their grills.
So just so you know, every time we use those grills,
Ah.
We thought of
thought
you.
of you.
Ooh.
When we were eating our spooge burgers. We thought of you.
And Joy's like, well, the grill gets hot, so it all basically cooks off. It's like, that's not the point. And I don't want to take a community bath with a guy who doesn't wipe his ass very well. You know, so yeah, things like that make me cringe.
You're a privileged white boy, that's what it is.
My ass is clean, all right? You can eat your dinner on my ass.
I don't know about that.
but
Places that I have to wait.
Okay.
We went to Sam's Club like right when the Corona shit was kicking off, and everybody was like buying the hand sanitizer and the
Toilet paper,
Toilet
all that
paper.
nonsense. Uh-huh.
and the lines were like fucking 50 carts long, every single line. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen, and I can't stand that. Like crowds of people waiting
Yeah.
to do shit, and just like waiting like at restaurants to eat, because I'm hungry now. So I don't want to eat 45 minutes from now. I want to eat now, you twats. So yeah, so that makes me cringe. I can't stand waiting for shit. You know, just in general, I can't stand waiting in lines. I can't stand waiting to eat.
don't
I can't stand
go
waiting to cash
to
out.
Disney World or Disneyland.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that
At the
either.
fast pass. Yeah, exactly. You go to Elitch's and you wait literally
2 hours
hour
to
and
get onto
half.
a ride.
The last 5 minutes. The last about as long as I do in bed. Yeah, I just downtown makes me cringe.
Oh, downtown's a
It
good one.
sucks because 2 or 3 of my favorite restaurants are downtown. And
Yeah.
just going down there, I have anxiety going down there.
Parking.
Trying to find a place
Oh,
to park.
parking and all the bums and the
Just the weird,
the
just the
piss
weird
odors
people.
coming out of the.
But the weird people that just.
Yeah.
People's Fair this year?
No, they canceled the People's Fair and Taste of Colorado.
Oh,
And Renaissance Festival.
And Renaissance. They canceled the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, going downtown just.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, we haven't gone down. How long has it been since we've gone downtown? When was the last time we went downtown?
Long time.
We saw Brian Regan at the Paramount.
You
I
had to
think
be
it's
in
Bert.
certain that.
Was it Bert? Was Bert?
Which
Was
guy?
Coyote Ugly the last time we went downtown?
Didn't we see what you call it? The big theater down the Buell. What's his name?
Oh,
Three of us went. What's his name?
Tom Segura. Tom Segura, the
Oh,
comedian.
Oh God, he's so good.
Was that the last time?
Was that last time we were downtown? When was that show?
Okay, Bert was first. Tom was the last.
Tom was the last time we went downtown then,
Yeah.
right?
I think I went downtown to Maggiano's with the ex on Valentine's Day.
Oh!
Oh,
No,
God.
I already booked it. I'm like, well, we're going because it's a tough to get
Downtown on Valentine's Day? Oh,
Listen,
I
look,
couldn't. There's no chance in hell I would do something like that.
Tom Segura was second.
So Tom Segura was the last time we went downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then she's like, well, you're breaking up with me because you cheated on me. You have another girl. I'm like, we're going downtown on Valentine's Day, you and me. Wouldn't my other girl have a problem with that?
Oh, you had to do that?
No,
Well,
but that was her logic. That was her way out. Is I must have a piece of ass on the side, which my piece of ass on the side didn't come until a couple months after that. So, another thing that makes my skin
Downtown, that's a good one.
Crawl is the airport. That's another thing.
Airport.
Really bad anxiety going through security, trying to get to your gate on time, having to shoehorn onto the fucking airplane.
I had to navigate that with my brother, who was like 350 pounds.
Oh, I just can't.
Yeah,
stand
airport's
man.
rough. Just the people are the one I can't stand at the
I don't
airport.
mind it. I just
Because everybody's so self-important. You know, everybody's, oh, look at me, I'm flying somewhere. Yeah, good for you.
Now they don't take your stuff. You have to show it.
Yeah, they can't. They don't even touch your tickets anymore, your IDs anymore. You have to walk up and show everything. And
if you get, moved and touched, they have to change all of their stuff.
when is enough enough?
We're not a bunch of HIV victims with.
He's in the
open
trash
sores.
upstairs. Our pet is in the trash upstairs.
Our Karen. Yeah. Hey Karen, go say something to the pet. Jesus Christ.
If you can lift
I
it,
hate people so fucking
I
much.
do too. I do too.
Oh,
I am reached a point where I have just I wait when the alarm goes off at 4 o'clock in the morning. I sit there and I stare and I go, I don't want to do this today.
Just lie in bed with the gun in my mouth.
I don't want to do this today. I'm over it.
I'll do one more day. It'll get better today.
Neither one of you have a heroin shot that you're ready to shoot in?
Fucking Christ, man.
It's just
Yeah, the
it's
airport.
just-
The whole.
the airport's kind of rough. Yeah.
Get there 2 hours before, and
Yeah.
of course the
Check your
TSI
shoes
Guy, yeah,
and-
I mean the TSI guy's got his fingers in your ass, and
Yeah.
My brother liked that.
I have anxiety as my bag is going through because they're gonna think I've got something in there that isn't what they think it is, and they're gonna find my anal dildo.
Did I tell you my airport story? I was dating.
Look at the little shit.
Look at our pet. That is a cute little boy. I got a story. You'll like this. Honey, you'll like this one. I was dating, Amy. Arizona Amy.
I like Amy.
Amy,
I
okay.
hate
Not
Michelle.
Illinois Amy
Oh, yeah.
or California Amy or Rochester.
I was
Amy.
I was dating Amy at the time, and I went through the
Jesus
airport.
Christ.
This is before all the shoes and all this shit. This is 2007, somewhere in there.
No,
at-
2000 had before 2000.
Oh yeah, because of 9/11.
9/11.
Okay, so I brought with me.
Not that's before the shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
The shoes.
The shoe bomber, that's right. All right, so I was going through Denver International Airport on my way to Phoenix. And I packed away some, shall we say, adult novelties.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
yeah.
I wouldn't have the balls to do
Yeah,
that.
I think you've told me about this.
And one of them, because I used to work at the porn store at the time. I was working at the porn store at the time, so I used to get all this shit for basically pennies on the dollar.
Fuck jelly.
Fuck jellies, and I had this toy. It was about this big.
Is
About
that
that
Blackie?
No, it wasn't Blackie. It was about that big, and
was brownie.
the front third, had water in it. with glitter and all kinds of shit. It was kind of cool to see. It was a
Like Gene Simmons' shoes? What the
kind
fuck?
of. It was a.
It
It
had
was
a
a
goldfish in it.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. So I forgot I put them in my bag, right? So I'm going
You forgot?
through.
I forgot the gun in my bag. TSA,
So
sir.
So when you get to the airport, you don't know. So because usually I check bags. I don't carry much on, but I used it as a carry-on. I just brought a carry-on. I was just going to be there for the weekend. So I'm going through security.
You told me.
Did I tell you this story?
I think so.
So I'm going through. I take the shoes off. I'm going through, waiting for the bag. I'm yawning, and this guy is looking at the monitor, and he's doing this.
His dick is getting hard.
He's doing this. So I'm sitting there. I'm waiting, and suddenly the line stops.
I got the same dildo.
And so I'm looking at him, and he's got this look on his face. So then he calls over
Oh, Jesus.
somebody. And so now they're both looking. They're both looking at the screen. Like this. So then he gets on his walkie-talkie.
Oh, no. Here comes 6 more people.
Walkie.
Here comes 2 Denver police officers.
Oh, no.
They're all crowded around the screen. They're all doing this.
Take it out of the bag.
And they're doing this, and they're pointing, and they're doing this, and I'm sitting there, and I'm, what the fuck did I...
Did you guys find my bomb?
So then a cop comes over to me, and he goes...
Jihad, jihad.
So the police officer comes over to me, and he goes, can I talk to you for a second? You need to come over here. And I thought I was like, when you get the random searches and crap.
You get nervous, a little bit of pee comes out.
Yeah, so I pooped a little, and I was, what's going on?
Is there another change of underwear in there, sir?
He goes, is this your bag? And I said, yes. And he says, you need to come with me. And what's the problem? And he pulls it away from the TSA. He goes over, he pulls me aside, and in front of everybody, he starts pulling stuff out of my bag.
Shit.
I had a pair of handcuffs in there. I had, yeah. So he's pulling all this stuff out, and he pulls out this dildo that's this big with water at the tip. People are looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So the guy,
my weekend's gonna be funner than yours.
So the cop, it must have thought I was like some BDSM dude or something. I had all this stuff. He starts pulling it out, and people are walking by, and they're looking at me like, what the? The guy takes me. He calls 2 more officers. I've got 3 officers. I got one on each side of me, one behind me. The one behind me is carrying my bag. They're walking me down. Back to bag check-in.
You're their hero.
And you're screaming, Deviant Lives Matter. Deviant Lives Matter.
They made me check my bag. They escorted me. They made me check it.
Like you're going to take it out on the plane and start running down the aisles with it in your ass?
But my question is, it's still on the plane.
Yeah.
What difference does it make if it's here or here? It's still there.
They don't want you to take it out on the plane and start shoving it up
I guess up stewardesses' asses or something.
Walk around the up your shit factory after you have a couple drinks.
So then they escorted me back up.
Oh, jeez.
All of this for a little bag of toys going through DIA.
When I had
It was unbelievable. I was cracking up. And the cop, he told me, he goes, don't worry about it. I see this shit all the time.
Oh, sure.
I cracked up. We cracked up. It's so funny.
When I had long hair, I'm not kidding, I had a Cal Ripken
had
Jr.
hair?
streak. A Cal Ripken
Oh,
Jr.
you didn't know he had long hair?
Of course you did.
No. You had hair.
I had long hair.
He had long hair, almost as long as mine.
I had a
No,
Cal,
he had hair.
I had a Cal Ripken Jr. streak going of them pulling me aside.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean literally it was like 64 times in a row. I was pulled aside. I mean randomly.
Yeah, randomly.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, downtown's a good one. That makes me cringe too. Just the bums and the wackos and the drug dealers and and downtown. I wouldn't go downtown now if you paid me with all that crap going on down there now.
Probably isn't as busy now, but probably a good time to go down there now and eat lunch. But
We had a good time a year ago. Remember?
Downtown? Mm-hmm. What did we do downtown?
Where we went to the restaurant and...
Oh, we sat outside.
Oh my god.
On a Saturday night.
shit,
Oh, the
people watching
material.
down there
The material is gold.
top shelf.
Gold.
But TSA, it's like all the rules now. I can't believe they're still doing the shoes thing.
Yeah.
Invented something you can look in inside our shoes. Then we can take them off.
Yeah.
And the whole 6 ounces of shit. So what if I haven't
Stop. 3 ounces.
3 ounces. So if I haven't came like in 14 days, you're gonna make me empty my sack into the fucking trash can. I mean, what's gonna happen into the trash can?
What's gonna happen the first time some chick puts a bomb in her boob implant or something? When something like that happens, or somebody sticks something up their ass, you know?
Yeah.
Come on. It's never gonna be enough.
Never. It's never. What else you got? Is that it?
That's all I got. What do you guys? Is that all you got for places that make your?
So. Yeah. How much time are we at here?
We're at this segment. We're at 16 minutes already.
Yes, you're probably an hour. So
I'm over an hour.
I'm ready for cake.
Oh, that's right. We got salted caramel cake upstairs.
And cookies and cream cake.
Cookies and cream cake. Oh, I just spooged in my pants.
I'm gonna fart when I come tonight. You ever eaten so much you fart when you come?
Have a cork.
And like shit comes out. That's kind of embarrassing. They don't call you back when that happens.
That gets you sent to the couch.
Yeah. Especially when they're blowing you and you're blowing their mouth and you eat too much and you fart when you come and you shit all over their chest. Yeah, that's usually a deal breaker right there.
No, it's
not.
not.
That Tinder date doesn't call you back.
Actually, no, it's not.
That Tinder date doesn't call you back.
Actually,
Tinder date.
That wife makes you.
Some people
Tinder
like
date.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. What's the topic for next week?
Parenting.
Okay. Okay. I guess I can probably talk about other people.
Yeah. Oh, we'll run junk on people.
Yeah.
Parenting next week. Let me give my closing statement. We're gonna go have cake. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. We shared with everyone some examples of places that make our skin crawl. I'm sure everyone watching has their own list of places as well. And even before this COVID bullshit, getting me to go out and engage with people was as unlikely as getting any mirror time living with Khloe Kardashian. How long will it be till we can visit a thrift store without the intentional face mask and place bets on the Goodwill employees who's gone the longest without showering? Our goal should be, can we visit a strip club without having to go through the drive-thru for our lap dances like we're drunks and an In-N-Out Burger on a 2 a.m. bender? As for me personally, I want to be able to go to Coyote Ugly, wrap my dick in a Confederate flag condom, and get my freak on with the toothless farmer's daughter who has more chins than the front row of a Southern state Trump rally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to round out my stable of bitches those long-distance drivers... those long-distance truck drivers aren't going to blow themselves. The prosecution rests. I want to thank Robert Mateer once again. Next week, we'll get off on some parenting. Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap?
You rock.
Rock it. We're out. It's time for cake. We're out.